Wow, it's nice to be able to sit down and just relax a bit after Fast Track Hacks.
Sure is.
Wow, we all okay after 2020, by the way? Still intact? We're
Interesting
good?
year.
Look, it was an interesting year, especially for the world of e-commerce. And we got Bertie, Shopify's e-commerce guru. You'd know all about that. What was the impact of 2020 on the world of e-commerce?
Yeah, I mean, the most interesting thing is that at the height of the pandemic, we experienced 10 years of e-commerce growth in just 90 days.
That's incredible, isn't it? So if we've seen that rapid innovation, so where does crypto fit into that narrative of e-commerce?
I mean, similar to e-commerce, crypto has kind of gone a bit mainstream, especially after the pandemic. You know, there was a lot of uncertainty in 2020, so people want to latch onto something a bit more secure. But the thing is, a lot of people are trading crypto. Not a lot of people are actually using it in their e-commerce payments just yet.
I mean, that's an interesting point, right? Because we know that crypto is going to be a different type of currency where the liquidity, the governments can't just print more money. But that's the point. So many people are buying it right now. They're not using it.
There's a lot of volatility. I think people are excited about, if I own some piece of Bitcoin, that's going to triple in value in a few weeks or in a few months, but we don't see a lot of people using it. But the one thing I will say is that if we start to see people using more of crypto, then Shopify is already, a bit ahead of the game. We haven't built a cryptocurrency payment gateway, but we do partner with the experts like Coinbase and BitPay to start accepting those crypto payments, because if consumers are ready, we'll be ready.
Yeah, you'll match the demand.
Yeah, so you don't make it yourself. So tell us about that policy on how you approach your e-commerce platform.
Yeah, so Shopify kind of has this 80-20 rule. So we build 80% of what most merchants need, but we leave the 20% to be a bit more flexible and customizable. And we leave that to our most trusted partners because, they're the experts. We don't want to build everything and be good at everything.
It's a really strong insight because we actually live in a plug and play economy now, and we need to decide which parts of our business we're going to do. That's our core. But yeah, we'll bring in this tech and we'll bring in that, and that open source or API mentality is actually a smart way to go about it.
Yeah, you don't need to be an expert in everything, do you?
No, absolutely not.
If we do imagine a world where e-commerce is powered by crypto and that is all of a sudden deregulated, what's the impact going to be?
I mean, I guess one of the biggest impacts is that, merchants can expand globally faster and quicker than before. So as an example, if I want to send money back home to the Philippines to my parents, right now I have to transfer the money to my bank. That bank transfers to the bank in the Philippines, and it finally goes to my parents. But with crypto, I actually can just send it to them directly, and I don't have to go through any third-party provider that I don't necessarily trust.
And they take a big clip on the way. I mean, the payments is sometimes upwards of 7% versus crypto, which is tiny percentages. So, I mean, and that amount of money on that margin through that financial system, it's pretty expensive.
Okay, bust a myth for me, all right? From my perspective, is Australia a bit of a laggard in transactions and payments?
That's definitely a myth because Australians readily embrace payment innovations. Australia is actually one of the most cash-averse countries in the world, and our economy will likely be cashless by 2024.
My household is definitely cashless.
And my dad's going to be really upset. He's a trader. He loves cash.
That's great. Thanks, Bertie. Thanks, Sama. We'll see you after the break.